If you want to get your company to the top of Google searches, then trust Hotclickmarketing. I trust them, and they're sponsoring me for the entire season. Well, this, of course, is the Boxing Day fixture. Although, of course, it isn't Boxing Day. It's the day after, 7:45 kick-off. The motorway down here has been horrendous, and everybody else, apart from City and Wolves, played on Boxing Day, and the Blues play again on Sunday at 6 o'clock. The game only kicking off at that time to try to give the players a little bit of a chance to recover, whilst Wolves play Liverpool earlier that same day. Seems a bit unfair, doesn't it? As much as I love Boxing Day fixtures, but certainly moving one 24 hours on, as this one has been, seems very unfair. And when you talk about things like that, maybe the fact that for the Manchester derbies and the Carabao Cup semi-finals, there have been limitations on the number of tickets available to away fans, around about 3,000 at each ground, which is unprecedented. So two big talking points ahead of this one, as well as the actual outcome itself. The subjects that are going to come up and show on the Forever Blue podcast, which we haven't recorded since certainly since the United away ticket allocation has been decided. So we'll be talking about that on the next podcast, which we're recording on the Monday, straight after the Sheffield United game. But for now, let's get some reaction from some of the fans today to that decision, and of course to this being a 7:45 kick-off the night after Boxing Day.
Typical fixture pile up, innit? And City get the worst of the deal, as per normal. In 48 hours we're playing Sheffield. So we just go with the flow.
Pep's not happy about it, is he?
No, neither is anyone else, because Liverpool have got an extra day, but we won't worry about Liverpool at the moment. That'll come in March. You know, just get this victory, win the next 4 matches and then see where we are then. Absolute scandalous. I should get one. These two have already got one, but 3,000 all on police advice, and City not consulted, or United not consulted. So, no, not happy about it, but there you go. What can you do?
The City United thing is disappointing. I'm not entirely surprised, to be honest, because there've been issues at recent games, and if fans can't behave, what do you expect really? It's just that the decent supporters end up suffering because of the behaviour of a minority, unfortunately. Kick-off time for this, again, it's one of those things you've just got to go along with these days. It's how it is, football on every day of the week almost. But we're here, that's the main thing. Well, we might be here, but I've not got a ticket yet, but I'm working on that.
And I come to this little fan zone here, similar to City's, and it's a credit to Wolves. It really is what they're putting on for the kids and for the families and for me as well.
You must be feeling optimistic tonight after the recent performances City have given.
There have been differences in performances here, but when you look at the Burnley performance and then the Manchester United, and the performances since have improved. I just don't know which City's going to turn up tonight, but we're getting a bit more stable. Whether we can last 3, 4, 5 matches playing like that, I'm not too sure. I think we could take the points tonight. It's going to be very tough.
I'm not really happy about the allocation thing. I don't think it's right. Blues only get the only chance to go to an away game in the derby. It's been taken away from them, so I don't think that's right.
3,000 tickets.
You'll get in.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get one, but it's not the point. I mean, like the other Blues as well.
He'll get in. I won't. I'm going to miss out. I won't get out. I got in last time when we played them in the League Cup and we got beat. But I got in then because we had the normal tickets for the Cup, like I said, 20%. That's what we should get. But now I'm not going to get in now. No.
So you're upset about it, really, aren't you?
Yeah, annoyed, very annoyed. Yeah. But they're the same though. United fans are the same. They're getting the same treatment coming to us. Yeah. We're getting the same treatment going that way, and it's not right. The Cup rules of the Cup are you get 20%, you get 7,500 or whatever.
Yeah.
Our place, their place. That's what we had last time we went there in the Cup. Going to United.
It's the police that's made the decision, isn't it?
Well, it's all right for the police to make that decision, but they're quite happy to let a derby be played a couple of weeks ago on a Saturday and half-5 kick-off and let both sets of fans drink in town and cause all sorts of trouble that way. I mean, where we had it, well, no, you're not, that's it, but we had United fans jumping over our end, getting pulled out from the away end, got dragged out of our... He's seen it, he's not here now, but, jumping over, kicking off, like you said, with bottles being thrown and the racism things, you know what I mean? Is
that's the reason why this is being limited to 3,000?
Maybe.
Possibly, but is that not their mistake in the first place for letting the game be played at that time?
Well, no.
Because last time, all the other times we've played them before in the Cup, we've always had the same allocations, we never had problems like that. And all the derbies, what are the derbies normally? It's 12:30 on a Saturday or 1 o'clock on a Sunday. They put that 5:30 on a Saturday, which I was surprised about. And that's what happens.
I think 5:30 on a Saturday, it's a recipe for disaster. But like at the night games, play in both legs. The people are working, they finish work, they go to the games, so people aren't going to be drinking all day and all that. But there's always going to be minority idiots just going to spoil it anyway. But it's an hard one.
I don't think you should punish 5,500 travelling fans for the sake of a couple of idiots. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people have lost out there, myself included, and it's the same on United side. As much as I hate them, they've lost out in the same way. So I don't think that's fair that good hard-working fans should lose out because of a minority of idiots. One person throws a bottle, one person makes a stupid racist gesture, and now we've lost what is it, Bill? 4,000 tickets?
Hopefully we'll win today, but I'm not confident. Looking at the team lineup, we've got Rodri, Bernardo and De Bruyne in midfield. And like I said when we played United Cheesy, after we played him, the main problem was our midfield. It was too spread out. We had Bernardo and De Bruyne too far forward, they weren't tracking back, and Rodri was too far deep. And at the end of the day, if we're playing like that against Wolves, the counter-attacking team with Traore, who's last game, he absolutely destroyed us at the back. Otamendi got destroyed back there because he didn't have the cover. He didn't have the right amount. We didn't have that pace coming back. And with Rodri, he doesn't have the pace yet. We're going to get slaughtered. And in all honesty, I hope we win, but I'm really not confident.
First of all, it doesn't give us very much recovery time. But the big problem I find with the fixtures at this time of year is that we are doing the softening up for Liverpool. It's obvious that the Premier League have got it in for City this season. They allowed us to play Leicester. We softened them up and beat them. And then Liverpool went on and beat them 2 days later. We're playing Wolves tonight. We're going to hopefully beat them. We're certainly going to soften them up. They're going to be knackered after this game. 2 days later, who are they playing? They're playing Liverpool. The same's going to happen with Sheffield United as well. It's been done by the Premier League to make sure we don't win our third title.
We played against Leicester. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
And you, Gary.
The way we played against Leicester at home was like we did last season. We're a bit too inconsistent in our performances, and that's why we're 14 points behind Liverpool. Some bad results, Norwich away, drawing with Tottenham at home. We can go through them, no need to go through them all. That's what's the difference between us and Liverpool. Liverpool consistent, they won't be caught. They will not be caught. So
Great football, isn't it?
It's great to watch, but that's why I'm here.
I think the scheduling is absolutely up the wall. Who scheduled it so that we have to play 2 matches in less than 48 hours? What chance is it giving us? What recovery time are the players going to get? What about if we get any injuries tonight or little knocks? What we're going to do? And it's the same for Wolves, they've got Liverpool in less than 48 hours as well. I don't know where it's come from or how it's happened, but it's wrong.
It's not what we know, it's not football, it's not what we go for. We're more confused than Scooby-Doo watching the games, the people in the stadium, whether it works for you, whether it works against you. Ask Tottenham fans how they're feeling about it right now, because I don't think they leave their stadium singing VAR Lord anymore. That's not a pop at Tottenham, that's just football evened itself out was the same before, but it's just completely different. It's breaking me heart.
I think Edison's a liability, he needs to go. He should have been sent off against Leicester and he's done it today. Got away with it against Leicester. Get rid, get a proper goalie. 10 minutes? 10 minutes he's sent off, yeah. Backs to the ball was brilliant. Run out of steam. Sorry Ian.
Mendy, I just don't know what he was thinking today. He should have just cleared it. Just a disappointment, there you go. 2-0 up and then you're getting beat. Well, we tried our best with 10 men most of the game, but it didn't work out. And they've done the double over us, so.
I thought there was a lot of character in the second half, a lot of players.
Absolutely. The lads tried their best, worked the socks off. End of the day, one step too far, one step. All the lads tried their best, but tiredness got to them. End of the day, mistakes. If it held out, it would have been great. But
Hey, we go again.
thanks.
It was a tough game today, going down to 10 men. I thought they tried the best. I thought 2 mistakes cost us 2 goals, let them back into it after we scored the second goal. So for a tough evening.
A lot of character though from the team, you know, given the adversity they were facing.
Yeah, so much character. I think we looked a lot leggy towards the end of the second half. We go again against Sheffield United on Sunday.
Come on there, boys. We're going to win a Champions League. We're going to win a Champions League.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Pep done the right thing, trying to bring Garcia on, and De Bruyne definitely looked leggy. I thought it was better taking him off, because I thought he might have got injured if he carried on playing. Next game, go again.
Go again.
What's there to say really? Mendy. It's disappointing. You've got to remember there's 10 men. But to throw 2 goals away like that, it's criminal, especially bringing Garcia on. What can we do? You know, so many points behind Liverpool now. I think it's probably over and done with. Sane back Laporte back in January. Strengthen up best we can. Champions League's best way of looking at it now, I think. New year on the way. Potentially, hopefully, a few new signings. I think the defence needs a lot of work. But you know, tough one to swallow that one, because actually I think weren't bad value for the 3 points, weren't bad value for the point. Sloppy individual mistakes, but it seems to be the way that it's been this season. Seems to be throwing them away, seems to be giving sloppy. Mendy at the back post there, just put the ball out at that score. And it almost like at 2-2, you knew it was coming, you knew 3-2 was coming, but we go again. You know, it's in Harden as well. Sheffield United on Sunday now. They'll give it a really good go. And there'll be some tired lads playing. So Pep will have to switch it about best he can. Foden to come back in. Jesus has to come back in. Madrid to look forward to, but that's following City for you, isn't it? You've got to expect it. What can we do?
We played well. We defended well. Whether he got the decisions right or not, whether he's sending off, I'm not convinced. But 2 silly mistakes to give him the goals. If Mendy hadn't tried to usher that ball out, we'd have ended up winning that game, and a thoroughly deserved victory it would have been as well. But to me,
bit of a heartbreak.
I'm gutted. I really am gutted. I can't remember the last time I've been so gutted coming away from a football match. They played their hearts out there today, and they leave with nothing. Two brain farts at the end of the day, 2 goals. Can't afford to do that. Not these days.
We took the run off too early. Coasting, take your best players off. We paid the punishment. They're a mid-table team, and many look mid-table.
Well, that's certainly not an easy game to sum up in a few words. It had everything. It had drama, it had controversy, obviously a twice taken penalty, long VAR decision, City 2-0 up at one stage, then losing the game by 3-2. I thought there were a couple of individuals in there I'd love to pick out who played particularly well. I thought Nicolas Otamendi threw himself in the way of everything at the back. I thought he was absolutely determined to be on the winning team tonight. Well, fortunately he wasn't. I thought Bernardo Silva in midfield also played very, very well. The team themselves, I thought, put in so much effort when they lost Ederson to that sending off early on, gave everything they had, looked absolutely exhausted at the end. And I, for one, as a City fan, am very proud of the effort that they put in. Sometimes you don't win games, sometimes you have to accept that the other team over the 90 minutes got more goals than you did. It's as simple as that. It doesn't alter my passion for City, it doesn't alter my passion for football. It was a hard defeat to take, but City go again in less than 48 hours against Sheffield United. I'll be out and about on the concourses and around the ground, so if you see me, come and say hello. In the meantime, well, remember, it's win, draw or lose. It's great to be blue. See you next time. A big thank you to the RRG Group for their sponsorship of the Matchday vlog throughout the season. So if you're looking for a new car or a used car and you want to deal with somebody you can trust, then I can certainly recommend the RRG Group. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for your support.